Hello, this is Lori with the LampLighter. Welcome to my channel. Good to see you tonight. Hope everybody's doing well. Getting ready to do a general love reading for the collective Gemini. My Jimmy Gems tonight. So, hopefully it resonates with you, but there are plenty of timelines in the Gemini zodiac sign, so lots of people we're reading for, lots of energies we're pulling in. So if it doesn't, just take the parts that do and leave the rest. Don't worry if every part of it doesn't resonate, as long as you get something out of it. And then you can have a look at your moon sign and your rising sign. And really, if you look at all three of your moon, sun, and rising, you can get a very rounded idea of what's going on. It's really helpful because, different aspects. The moon is more emotional. Your rising is more of how you present in the world. So there's lots of reasons to look at all three. So hopefully you will find something that works for you. What's happening with you in terms of astrology? So, Gemini. Well, the Virgo sun is in your fourth house, which is family centric. So you'll be very focused on family until about the 22nd of September. You will likely want to redecorate, reorganize. You just be wanting to spruce up the house. You'll be really into your family and what's happening in your home. And that's always great energy. I love that energy. I like to get a lot done in that kind of energy. And we've got the Mars retrograde, and that's in your 11th house. So that's going to be backpedaling through your tech sector. So, I don't know, be a little careful with social media. Don't, just be careful what you post on social media. There's, pardon me, there's always some issues with tech when Mars is backpedaling through your 11th house. And I think that's it. What else? Serendipity. Oh, one thing I didn't mention is that Jupiter goes direct on September 12th, which is in your 8th house. So that's a pretty deep house. That's your house of kind of things that are under the surface. So we'll probably have some pretty cool emotional things happening for you at the end of the month. So anyway, let's get your oracle cards. I'm going to pull 3 oracle cards, and then I'm going to do a 9-card tarot spread for you tonight. Okay. Serendipity, by the book, and soulmates. Interesting. Gemini, let's see what's going on for you. So serendipity, we all know about serendipity, when things happen that seem like coincidences and luck is on your side. It's a very sort of auspicious time. A serendipity is things all working into one sort of direction, the direction you want to go. I love the card. It's got you holding on to a 4-leaf clover and just sort of floating over all kinds of good things. It's a lovely card. And then we've got this interesting by the book, which is somebody who's like, it's got to be this way, and it's got to sound like this, and it's got to look like this, and it's got to be by the book, which doesn't really fit into your energy very much, Gemini. You're a little bit more freewheeling. But the third card is the soulmate card. So I think you might have a soulmate re-entering your life that is very by the book, if you know what I mean. So I'm not worried about it, because the serendipity is like you're just you're doing great, and you're following your intuition and all of the signs from the universe to get through this sort of by the book soulmate you've got coming in. So I think it'll be interesting. It'll also be interesting to see how your tarot lines up with this. Sometimes the oracle messages are just totally separate from the tarot, and sometimes they're exactly the same, correspond. So let's see what we've got. Lay out your cards. So this is probably a good time to tell you how I shuffle. I don't just shuffle, cut the cards, and then pull the cards off the top or the bottom, because I just have too much of my own energy in the tarot cards. It's just super important that that I let your cards come out, you know, and see what Spirit wants me to talk to you about. Okay, so in the top we've got the Knight of Wands, which is a very passionate, wanting to move forward with something. But right next to it, there's balance. Got to stay balanced. Got to do things by the book. That might be your soulmate up there. I don't know. Let's see. Oh boy. Oh yikes. Here we go. Emperor. Okay. Alrighty. This is interesting. Get that last card, Spirit. Just one more card, please. Oh, the Sun. Love the Sun. All these other cards are fighting to get out. You guys have a lot to say. Cards have a lot to say. Oh, there's something behind the Sun. Your success. Oh, well, wow. We'll take that, won't we? Okay, energies on the bottom of the deck. Oh, there's your soulmate. There's your soulmate. Past life soulmate. Coming in. I'm going to move these cards over a little bit so I can get you to see all the cards, because I don't know. I feel like we're running out of room here. Move those cards down. There's your soulmate. And then we've got strength, and we've got the King of Cups. So there's your guy. Looks like you've got a water sign soulmate. Or you might have water in your sign, but Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Hopefully you can see the cards. So these are the energies that are sort of behind the scenes, in the unconscious, that are sort of going on that you're not really aware of. And we've got your Six of Cups, which is about reminiscing about a soulmate, thinking about a soulmate, reminiscing about a soulmate, but holding back, being strong, and not really doing anything except for thinking about it. And then we've got this King of Cups, which is, like I said, this is the king that's very loving. This would indicate that they love you, but and that they're reminiscing about you. You can see him touching the cup, but being very strong, holding back. I think that this reading has a lot to do with your soulmate, because I see a lot of male energy in here, and yeah. All right, let's take a look. All right, so the top of the reading here, we've got the Knight of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. Down here we've got Judgment, King of Pentacles, and the Emperor. Heavy masculine energy going on there. Then down here we've got the Ten of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Sun. And then, of course, the overcoming and being successful card, which we really like. So let's take a look. Oopsie. Okay. This card, by the way, was in my deck. It's from a different deck, and it's the King of Cups. So let's keep that in mind. That's an expression of love. Alrighty, let's see what's going on here. Spirit, can you tell us what this passionate forward movement is in Gemini's reading? Give us some clarification about what this passionate forward movement is. It's the turning of the wheel. It's destiny. Wow, we're coming out of the gate with the heavy hitters, my friend. This is the Destiny card. This is the Wheel of Fortune, and it's in the upright, and it's on passion and moving forward. So that's what's going to happen. It's time. It's time to move forward. Maybe there's been some delay in moving forward with something, but it's time. And this is a destined relationship, and it's divine timing, and at divine timing, it looks like it's happening. So that's cool. That's all I need on there. Spirit's in control, which means you guys have probably had an awakening of some kind. One of you's had a spiritual awakening. Okay, so this Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is typically a card of juggling. It's a card of trying to balance yourself, or balance two sort of opposing things. It can be energy, you know, it can be work, love, it can be male, female. There's so many things, two people. There's a lot of balancing going on. Even though there's going to be this movement forward and the divine timing of the movement forward, there seems to be a balancing that's happening. Somebody's having to balance two things. And I don't know if that's you or your person, because it's clarified by the Three of Wands. Now, the Three of Wands is having already made a decision, which it looks like has been made. There's already a decision made, but there's somebody that's looking out for their ships to come in so that they can move forward, okay? So even though this is going to be in divine timing and it's going to move forward, I think your counterparty is having to stay balanced in their life. They may be going through a difficult time. And even though they're looking towards the future, they have to wait a little while for something to happen. Some ship has to come in, some news, something needs to happen before they can take action. And this card, a lot of people think, well, they're back, they've turned their back on you. No, they haven't turned their back on you. They may have for a time, but they've finished their decision, you know. The decision is the Two of Wands. This is the Three of Wands. We're past it. They've made the decision, but they've got to balance some things before they can actually move forward. That's why that moving forward has the wheel on it. It's letting you know it's destiny, but it's going to be in divine timing. So, wow, okay, let's all... I'm not going to take all these cards. I'm just not. Too many. Sorry. Too many cards. Too many cards. All right. I want to get one more card, Spirit, on this Three of Wands. What is this balancing and waiting? And okay, so your person is trying to move away from something so that they can come to you, okay? And they're leaving these rough waters behind. And they're going to come, they've got their swords, and they're going to move on. They're going to come towards you, okay? So they're trying to figure out, how am I going to get there? How am I going to get there? You know, I want to get there, but how? And that's the how is, I can't move on yet because there's something else I have to do. I'm getting ready to move on, but he's been in some pretty murky waters and he's trying to get out of them. So let's look at this Knight of Pentacles and see. I wasn't sure if this was your counterparty, because I've got this heavy masculine energy down here, but it could just be your energy. That's a possibility. All right, so we've got the Four of Cups in reverse. Things come into a little bit more clarity here. So this means that they didn't see an opportunity of love come in. They missed it. Or they saw it and they let the opportunity go by. It's become a missed opportunity. And now they want to recover it. Okay? So that's what this is. This is them balancing out the things they need to balance out and move away from so that they can take advantage of this. Because the Knight of Pentacles is a forward-moving card. Okay, you can see it's a knight. It's slow. You know, it's like he's probably got some earth. I know he's a water sign because he showed up down here, but he's got earth in him here, and there's a king of earth here, and this He's looking earthy. He's one of those, here we go, dun, 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 by the book, okay? This person is by the book. They are this, then this, then this, then this, then this kind of person. You know what I'm saying? I got to take care of all this stuff, and I got to take care of it in this order, and then I'll be ready to give you my pinnacle. And he's meandering around the field. He's not even on his horse, which tells you how slow he's been going. So you might be a little frustrated. It'll be interesting to see your energy. But his horse is loyal to him, which means he's loyal to you. He wants to take this opportunity, this missed opportunity, and I think he's taking a long time to do so, which makes me think he is confident that he has the time. But I don't know. I don't know. He had to get out of something tricky. All right, let's carry on. Let me get one more card on him just meandering, because I know that the Knight of Pentacles is the knight that always gets there, even though he's slow and he's earthy, and we've got a by-the-book soulmate here. But I'm wondering, there's that missed opportunity under there, and that, yeah, it's got this in the reverse. We've got this partnership in the reverse. So yeah, by not taking that cup, it put your partnership in the reverse. So it damaged your partnership. And I think, and he's taking a long time to fix it and to come to you. So whatever, and it says divine timing, so I'm sure you're being patient. And I have a feeling you understand the divine timing. But there's something that he keeps juggling, and even though he wants to go, he's juggling. He wants to go, he's juggling, and he finally goes. So he might have someone else in his life. I don't really know. But it's hurting your relationship and has hurt your relationship. It has hurt your, I don't know if he knows how much he's hurt your relationship by waiting so long. Something tells me that he's so by the book, thinking that it just takes time, and you're not like that. You're probably going, what happened to this guy? And you know, Geminis, whew, when they start to feel like they're not being treated well, there's no going back. That evil twin comes in and says, enough. I don't see a Queen of Swords here, though, so I don't think that's what's going on, but something's going on. This is going to be interesting, this Judgment card. So this is the card of coming back around. This is the card of the universe saying, hey, I want you to take another look at this. And so the universe is asking you to try to heal the relationship, okay? So there is some healing that's going to need to happen. This person seems to be oblivious to it, but maybe not. So Spirit's asking you, specifically you, well, I'm sure both of you, but Spirit's working with you, and they're letting you know this needs to be healed. And I think they're giving you the tools to do it. I really do. Let's see. The Judgment. You need to make a judgment. I always call this the redo card. You need to redo that decision. You need to redo. So the Judgment card is okay. There needs to be a judgment made, but this person, right, has been unable to make a decision. And a lot of this has to do with their own self-defeating thoughts, where they can't tell if this is a fantasy, reality. It's not that you're an option with all these things. They're just confused. They're like, what if this happens? What if they're having a hard time? And a lot of this delay and Seven of Cups confusion has to do with past pain and past hurt. So the healing is clearly needed because this person can't make a decision due to the past pain. And they're not communicating with you. They're not telling you. They're leaving you in just silence, right? And that's hard for you. You're not hearing from them, right? There's no communication. And when there's no communication, that puts you, here you go, puts you in this stressed out, can't sleep kind of energy. So I think this judgment has been difficult for you because you're not hearing anything and you don't know what's happening. And I think you believe that this person cares for you and loves you, but you don't understand what's taking so long, Gemini. I think you're having a hard time. Let's see what this okay, yeah. So this King of Pentacles is, the energy for the King of Pentacles is the Ten of Wands, which is the burden. So this King of Pentacles feels very burdened. It's weird because I'm picking up a lot of their energy in your reading, Gemini. Their Scorpio energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. They kind of rushed out and yeah, they rushed out. It was a burden and they rushed out and they left you in the cold. So you're in the cold by this King of Pentacles. So because he's showing in the King of Cups here and he's in the King of Pentacles here, the King of Pentacles is usually a man that's got another commitment. I think that was what the burden was. I think that's what all the stress is and why he wasn't talking to you. Because now, so you've been left in the cold. You feel abandoned. That sucks, right? That doesn't show up in here, but maybe you're past it. This Emperor could be you. I think this Emperor is you. I think you've taken control of your life and thought, you know what? I can't sit in this Five of Pentacles. This is crazy. This Emperor wants to apologize. They recognize there's a spiritual connection between you, and he wants commitment, and he wants to apologize for taking so long and leaving you out in the cold. So, but he's going by the book. He's taking a long time. And I'm not getting a lot of your energy, which is kind of weird. So I don't know what's going on with you. I know you feel left out, right? You feel like you've been left out. You feel like somebody rushed in and rushed out and it was a burden. So let's see. Let's see what this 10, because here's also, so even though you see that, they've had a 10 of Wands, I think it was here. Here's 10 of Wands again. So let's see what's going on here. Maybe I'm going to get all your energy down here. Ten of Wands, Queen of Swords. Yeah, this has been a burden for you. Here's your energy, Gemini. Queen of Swords. Yeah, you've been carrying this around with you for a while. I think you're ready to drop it, my friend. And if he comes back to you, you're going to be in this energy, this Queen of Swords energy. You're going to receive him, Mr. By the Book, and you're going to listen to him, but you've got your sword up. You'll cut him out if he isn't coming back in a proper way. I have zero idea of what he did, except for he took a really long time and he didn't tell you about it. He had some wounding and he didn't tell you about it. And he kind of left you in the lurch, just out in the cold, completely feeling abandoned. And now he wants to apologize for it. And you're like, wait a minute, this really put me through it, right? I really went through a lot. And I'm not willing to just jump right back into this relationship. I got questions. This is the I got questions card. And she sees clearly now. You see clearly now. I think you absolutely adore this man. And I think you suffered quite a bit. It was a burden for you. But you have gotten to the other side. You now see it for what it is. You've had a transformation. Do you see the butterflies on her crown? She has butterflies on her throne, and she's up exalted, high vibrational, intellectual, She is fair and just, and she's a great queen. And she has transformed from the burden that put on her, and it did put a burden on her. So that's you, my friend. You went through quite a bit for this soulmate, this by-the-book soulmate. I mean, who knows what their journey was? It looks like they had a lot to fix before they could come to you. And it looks like, for some reason, they didn't tell you about it. And that not communicating with you was really, really, really hard. You didn't have a clue. That's kind of what this is about, more than anything. You expected a decision, and you didn't have any idea what was going on. You were completely at a loss because there was no communication, and it made you extremely stressed out. Extremely stressed out. And yeah, he came in. It was a burden for him too. And he just left you, just abandoned you, didn't talk to you, didn't tell you anything. And now he realizes it's a spiritual relationship, and he's taking charge of it, and he wants to come in and apologize. And you're like, okay, I'll listen to you. I think there's a lot of love for this person. And you're like, yeah, I'll listen to you, but boy, if there's any more shenanigans, I'm not. That's it. You're gone. You'll cut him with your sword. You'll cut him out. That sword cuts people out when they deserve it. And this Queen of Swords is evolved enough to know if they deserve it or if they don't. I'm going to burn some of this. I'm feeling a little like I want some different energy in here. Sorry, I just feel like there's some painful energy here. I can feel it underneath, but I don't see it so much in the cards. I think you've been really hurt by this. And I think this person just strolling in with a cup of apology is going to be, it's not going to be what's going to be needed here. Maybe it's a start. Maybe they have a story to tell you about their little book that they had to go through. But you do see all the serendipitous signs of them coming back. You know they're coming back. That's what this divine timing is. You know they're coming back, and they want to come back. And they want to tell you everything. But you need to be really strong. See this strength here? This strength here? You need to have your emotions under control. Let me tell you that this under here is more energy for you. Let me just clear this energy a little bit. And I think I have a good idea of what's going on. This soulmate coming back, you need to be strong. You need to be very strong, and you need to have your emotions in check. Okay? It looks like you will. You've got the Queen of Swords, but it's not going to be easy for you. This is your soulmate. You care about this person a great deal, this love here, and they care about you. But you need to be balanced when they come, okay? Just like they're not balanced and they're trying to get balanced here, you need to be very balanced when they show up. Even though it's in divine timing and everything should go fine, you need to be balanced in your emotions because it's going to be emotional for you, okay? It's going to be very emotional for you. Okay, that Palo Santo helped me clear out some negative feelings. Thank you. Yeah, okay. So we've got a card of resistance and ending. So I think that they're worried that you're going to resist them and just end this. That's one feeling I have. They're worried about that, but you remember how they resisted you and just ended things with you very abruptly, very abruptly. Now, this is the end of a cycle, so, you know, this resistance is that cycle is going to be ended. okay? But you remember the pain. You're going to have to balance your emotions and be in the Queen of Swords. Be ready is all I'm saying. Be ready. Be prepared for this. Okay, we've got the Nine of Pentacles here. The Nine of Pentacles is you, single, abundant. You're building something for yourself here. So you've been building something on your own. So you're single. And here it says you walked away. You walked away from this soulmate in the past. And I think they just let you, because you walked away because they resisted you. And you knew it. So you walked away. Let me see what else is here. So they didn't walk away from you. You actually walked away from them, but with good reason. They gave you good reason to walk away. And they didn't stop you. And then they didn't communicate with you after you walked away. So you probably walked away in a very nice, positive way that you would have expected some conversation, and that conversation did not happen. Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords. I think he was pretty cold, and you were very nurturing, and that's why you walked away. You couldn't understand why he was acting so cold, and it made you sad to walk away. What else do we got here? We've got the Nine of Wands, the Wounded Warrior. Yeah, it wasn't easy. You're ready. You'll fight one more time. One more time. I'm getting a real sadness here, Gemini. But only once. If he comes back and he doesn't come back right, then you'll love him forever, because it's unconditional love. But I think he had to leave somebody, and I think he did. And he's coming back to you single. That's an interesting card. All right, let's see what this Sun is. I don't mean to bum you out, but I just feel your pain. So the Sun is the Hermit. So you went inside, you withdrew your energy, you went inside, and you followed your own wisdom and your own intuition to pull yourself out of it and to come into this Sun energy. See, you overcame. This is overcoming energy. You overcame all this, not understanding what happened and pain. You overcome it, and you did it by going into hermit mode. That was probably, yeah. So, You're struggling with walking away, with leaving them. You think, yeah. I think you should. There's a struggle with moving forward, okay? And you're going to overcome it, but you're going to have to go inside after they show up, because you're having an internal struggle about moving forward with this person after what happened. I do think you're going to overcome it, because this is the card of overcoming it, but it's not going to be easy, and I think it's going to surprise them. I don't think they're anticipating you. I don't see them anticipate. Yeah, here's the King of Cups. He's coming back. King of Cups is here. Yeah. All I'm saying is you're going to have to think about it and make sure that it's I think you are going to finally accept it, but you are going to make him work for it, I think. Not because that you're playing games, because you need to make sure this is all over with here, because you didn't understand what happened here. I can see that. You're like, what happened here? What was this? He's going to come back and offer love. I'm going to go back to this non-communication on the judgment. This is where the pain happened. I just want to get a little bit more, if I can. It just keeps giving me his energy. He was in Hangman, and now he knows. I think he had to get single. And you're his wish. And he had to take care of some stuff. I really do. That's what it looks like to me. Let's pull some. And it looks like you guys are going to work it out. It is the sun. You are going to work it out. He loves you. But you're not going to take it at face value. You're going to make him work for it. And I don't blame you, Queen of Swords. I don't blame you, Gemini. It really hurt you that he ended things and rejected you. It really did. Really hurt you. So I'm going to get some romance. No, I'm not going to do romance angels. I'm going to do yin yang oracle. I'm going to get some oracle cards on this and see if I can't figure out what energy he's in. What is this by the book soulmates energy all about? Well, he's a water sign. It's about love. Okay, he feels love for you. He's probably a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. He's a water sign. And it's ace. So the ace of water is like the ace of love, right? But there was some self-worth issues with him. This is the masculine. Worried about the expectations that you had and if he was good enough for you. That's basically what happened. He didn't think he was good enough for you. And he was doing some reflection, projection. He was going through that process of reflecting and projecting because he didn't feel good enough. That's interesting. So he did go through, yeah. And after that process, he became present and he had more gratitude for things. He had to kind of go through a little bit of a process of understanding himself and understanding what this was, because it was a self-worth issue. That sucks. Let's see if I can get one. No, I don't need a book. Sorry. I see apology and offer in here. I just want to say that we're not going to pull those energies. Just want one more energy, just one spirit. The cards want to talk, but we can't be reading for hours and hours. Okay. All right. I'll take 3. All right. Ooh. So there was a rejection, and it hurt you. It hurt the feminine deeply, and it hurt him too. But the rejection fragmented you. That's why you're being so careful about coming back into this relationship. And he's gonna tell his truth. He has accessed his higher self. He's been through an awakening with spirit. And that kind of looked like that's what happened here. Like on the Emperor, that spirit, it looked like he had a spiritual awakening of some kind, and he's accessing his intuition or his higher self. He's activated his intuition, and he is now feeling your energy, and he knows he has to come tell you the truth that he didn't tell you before, which is how he feels about you, that he's in love with you. But he didn't tell you that before. He held that back. I think you told him, and I think once you told him that you loved him, I think the expectation and the not feeling good enough and the projection and all that took over, and it took a long time. He had to go and get in. You see him meditating. You see the divine masculine meditating, being present in the moment, feeling abundant, gratitude. He had to feel abundant about himself. Otherwise, he wouldn't have the self-worth. And that process, because he didn't communicate it, you felt it as rejection. People, and I don't know why he didn't communicate. He probably wasn't sure what the outcome was going to be and didn't want to give you false hope. And it's just taking longer than he thought, I think. And then we've got higher self and truth. So he's bringing his truth to you. He's on his way. It lands right on the apology there. He's bringing his truth to you, and you guys are going to talk about it. Transcendent. You're going to transcend it. You're twins. See the unity? Yeah, probably some sort of deep, deep soulmate. I'm surprised we didn't get the Lover's card. That's a deep soulmate. And here's air. Here's you. So we've got the Ace of Air, which is you, and the Ace of Water, which is him. So that's truth. The Ace of Air is truth. See? The truth, transcendent. The truth will transcend. Be honest with him, although I think you have been. Continue to be honest. And that's going to transcend the relationship. Yeah. And be compassionate. Nurture and be compassionate for what he's been through. Because you're going to be pissed at him, but don't be. I don't think you will. I think you're in a pretty good energy. But just Queen of Swords makes me nervous. Just be cool. The reason why I know you won't be is because you're in the Queen of Pentacles here. He's in the Queen of Swords. He's in a colder energy, and you're in a very nurturing energy. Okay. What do you want to say to her? What do you want to tell her? What do you want to tell your Gemini that you left out in the cold, hurt and alone? Whether you realized it or not, I think you realized it. It's all divine timing. All divine timing. I keep comparing others to you. Okay. So he was probably in another relationship when this happened and didn't move forward because of it. Even though I don't show it, I'm sorry for how things went between us. Yeah, he's not showing anything. How would you know? I'm still haunted by my actions. He abandoned you. He left you high and dry, Gemini. My family and upbringing are a bigger factor than I realized. So there's something about his family. He feels like he has to act a certain way. This by the book right here. This is his problem. He's by the book. And that's that my family and upbringing are a bigger factor. That by the book really is probably the reason. I'm just doing what I have to do. Okay. All right. It has to do that right now. I'm sorry I held myself back with you. All right. There you go, Gemini. There you go. He held himself back. He's sorry. He's taking care of the things that he has to take care of because he's a very by-the-book kind of guy. But he is your soulmate, and he's coming back. Okay? What else do I want? I'll just get a couple of these cards. I want to see how you're feeling, my dear, or guidance for you. Okay? This felt very heavily his energy. You must be thinking about him heavily because he's all over this reading. Okay? Let's get some energy for you. She who creates. Creativity, originality, spontaneity. So you need to keep creating your world, and whatever you're working on something. Keep creating. Focus on what you are creating for you. Kind of this energy down here. This pentacle, this building something for yourself. Keep focusing on that. Because I don't know when this is going to happen. This is divine timing. So this could be later this year. She who listens, understanding, witness, compassion. Remember I said you need to listen to him and be compassionate with him. Because I think he's not as evolved as you are. She who loved once, fragile, secret love, rejection. Okay, wow. Feeling that pain. I knew it. I'm feeling a deep pain for you. I felt it through this whole reading. She who loved once, blue, fragile, secret love, rejection. His rejection of you really damaged this relationship. And I'm hoping you can fight your way back by listening to him, being compassionate, and continuing to create for yourself. But you had, oh boy, this was hard for you. These cards didn't even begin to show your story. They showed all his story. He must be a powerful energy. Your story's been tough and hard, and I'm sorry. I'm glad I pulled these. She who radiates, knowing, ambition, confidence. Oh, I'm so glad. You've moved past this blue. You are confident, you're ambitious, which is you're creating something for yourself, and you know, you've been through a spiritual awakening. You know what this relationship is, and you know how you need to handle it. But it doesn't change the fact that you were desperately hurt by it, and it affected you deeply, and it changed your life. It changed your life, Gemini. I can see that. I'm sorry to be so. I just got to get one more. I mean, that's a good one to end on, radiating. Ah, here we go. This is kind of nice. I'm glad I pulled this one. Oh, there's two. Sorry. Oh, yeah. She who is wild, untamed, wild, mysterious. I think you're going to show him a little bit of that when he comes back, Mr. By the Book. Look at these beautiful purple birds. These cards are gorgeous. I love these feminine cards. She who prepares. Remember I told you? Be prepared. Be in the Queen. Balance your emotions. She who prepares, formulates, strategize, devise. Be ready for him. I knew I needed to get that message out. You be ready for him. You strategize your plan on how you're going to handle this man who's by the book, who hurts you so deeply, but you know loves you and you love him, okay? Because you're soulmates. You're connected. You have a plan for him, my dear. I'm going to get you one more card. I'm going to get your angel card for some more guidance, although that's a lot of cool guidance. Wow, that was fast. So here you are in your armor, your zenith, your formulate, strategize, devise, and then here's your guardian angel. Your guardian angel says, sensitivity. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. I told you were hurt. Not that I needed to tell you. I knew you were. I'm an empath. These cards talk to me, and the pain I started to feel, and I started to get uncomfortable, which is why I burned that Palo Santa. I started to get uncomfortable with your pain, and it started to give me a stomach ache. And you need to take extra care of your energy and your emotions right now. You need to honor yourself. Build for yourself, okay? Whatever happens with this relationship will happen, but you focus on what you're creating. You listen. You be compassionate, but you have suffered, okay? And you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Look at you, wild, savage woman. You're going to be fine. I know you are. I'm feeling your past pain. Okay, Gemini? Okay. Gosh. Well, love and light. I can't wait to read for you again. And I will see you soon. I'll see you soon, Gemini.